Folks, if you think this is hyperbole, you're listening to the wrong show. I want to play this video. Rick Grinnell, who's just a fantastic guy, was our acting director of national intelligence, so nobody had more intelligence than him, literally, not figuratively, other than Donald Trump. He was the director of national intelligence. Was on Fox News last night and really kind of stunned the audience when he was talking about this whole Eric Swalwell incident, this Democrat hack congressman from California, this joke clown of a human being, who apparently may be compromised by an alleged Chinese spy. Photos of them together. He won't deny they had some kind of sexual relationship. She had an intern implanted in his office. She bundled money for his campaign. It's the very definition of being compromised. He won't deny a lot of the aspects of the story, this Democrat congressman. But Rick Grinnell goes on Fox last night and brings up this crazy point, like crazy meaning like crazy pills, like my own. Not that the point was crazy. Like my head, I'm like, this is crazy pills time. I can't believe this. Remember, he had access to the highest levels of intelligence. How many more are compromised? Check this out.
We need to figure out, are there others? And I can tell you without giving away too much intelligence, this is the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the leverage that China is putting on our politicians. There's many, many more.
Wouldn't the Bidens be up there in that category?
There's a variety of mayors, governors, senior people. Look, the other thing that we've got to point to is that Eric Swalwell
I can't let you
said,
gloss over that. Mayors, governors, senior officials, what?
There's a whole bunch, Sean, and more should be coming out. They've all received defensive briefings, and there's a lot more to it. This is the tip of the iceberg.
You think Grinnell's just making that up on one of the highest rated cable news programs in the history of planet Earth, the Sean Hannity show? You think he just went out there and is going to throw his reputation into the Tony Bag of Donuts sanitation dumpster just to let me get a cool talking point on Fox? This guy was the director of national intelligence who just said on a nationally televised cable news program that the potential compromise of a U.S. congressman in hack Eric Swalwell by an alleged Chinese spy is just the, quote, tip of the iceberg. Maybe we should pay attention to that, folks. This is not the, wouldn't it be a real shame, wink and a nod. It's the wink and a nod that I hear stuff too. This is just the beginning. Swalwell is not the only one. How deep has the Chinese Communist Party and their agents embedded themselves in our societal infrastructure for the very interest of destroying us from the inside out and benefiting China and trying to make China the military and financial capital of the world at our expense? Can you imagine a world without the United States as the world leader? Folks, this is not some false patriotism. I'm asking you for a second to imagine a world where Chinese communists who imprison their political enemies have the largest surveillance state in the world, have a social credit system with forced sterilization and forced abortion, that if you dare speak out in public, they'll imprison you and your family and torture you. Can you for a moment imagine a world where they're in charge financially and militarily, and we are under their thumb? And I mean in charge. This is their goal. They are not kidding. They are not joking. This is not playtime. This is not romper room. The Chinese Communist Party wants to be the financial and military power of the world so we can do, in effect, nothing to respond to their threats. Imagine them being the preeminent nuclear and military power, where under their thumb, they say, you will do what we want in the United States, or you will be subjected to massive military retaliation. And imagine a future where we can do nothing about it. The world has survived under this world order we have now because the United States is bedrocked, even at our worst moments, in moral and ethical, big R, God-given rights, and it puts an emergency brake on our behavior where we wouldn't do that. There are countries we've conquered, we've given back. Germany, Japan. We just basically decimated the Soviet Union. We haven't invaded them. We haven't destroyed them and taken their property. We invaded them to liberate them. Imagine a world where China's in charge. Folks, if you think this is hyperbole, you're listening to the wrong show.
You just heard Dan Bongino.